guys and girls. So I'm sure most of you know by now, but the Aries Dragon was announced as the new Dragon of the Month as a Zodiac Dragon. And we actually have information regarding that because it turns out we are getting more Zodiac Dragons throughout the year. So, Andres came through and posted this earlier today that said, "We're happy that most of you like the Aries Dragon so much. We believe that the concept of Zodiac Dragons as monthly breeds is a cool concept, and we can't wait to introduce you 11 more unique legendary dragons. Anyone else was born under the Aries sign? I was not, but I do appreciate the Aries Dragon because, you know, he's nice and cute, even if his elements are a little bit weird. But they said, we'd like to announce there's going to be plenty of Zodiac Collections that work in the following way." So these work very similarly to how the Divine Event Collections are going to work. So, you know, you get 4 different dragons and then you get a free one at the end for collecting all of them. So, the Spring Zodiac Collection first off is collect the monthly in March, April and May to get another seasonal dragon for free. Summer Zodiac Collection, collect the monthly dragons in June, July and August to get another seasonal dragon. Autumn Zodiac, collect the monthly in September, October and November to get another seasonal dragon. So you get the idea. Winter Zodiac Collection, collect the monthlies in December, January and February to get another one. And the Year of the Zodiacs Collection is the main thing here. So collect all 4 seasonal dragon rewards from the Zodiac Collections to win the ultimate prize. Now I don't know why ultimate prize wasn't in like all caps 700 font, because that sounds scary but also very tempting at the same time. So, they're saying, just a quick test to say how well you know the Zodiac calendar. If the Aries Dragon appears in March, what sign will be the next Dragon of the Month? So the next one coming up is, of course, Taurus. And, I mean, even if we didn't know this exactly, if you remember the Update 33 image file that was posted in the unofficial channel, although, you know, it's obvious at this point that this information was dead on accurate, there was actually a Taurus Dragon revealed to us all the way back here, like, what, a month ago now. So, Taurus will be coming to the game as well. And again, we've got 11 unique legendaries aside from the Aries that are coming to the game. But the question is, what are these other seasonal dragons that are being released for free? Are these going to be more new dragons? Or are these going to be old dragons of the month that aren't available anymore? So what they could do here, for example, is say for the Autumn Zodiac Collection, where you have to, you know, collect the September, October and November legendary, maybe the seasonal dragon that you get from that section is the Autumn Dragon, because, you know, he's a legendary and he's seasonal. So maybe there's a chance that he might be re-released by this method. There's a chance. There's a chance. And then obviously you'd need him and 3 of the others to win this ultimate prize. Again, I want to know what this ultimate prize is. Is this the equivalent of a Freya, or is this stronger? Because if you think about it, you have to be on it for a full month's worth of legendary breeding to unlock this final prize. So I would expect this dragon to be either really, really good or look absolutely spectacularly good. This is where it's like some ugly ass dragon that looks like the water dragon splurbing out and it actually sucks. That would be even funnier, I think, actually. So this is pretty big news. We have never had something like this in game before in DML. Like, Dragons of the Month themselves are normally annoying enough to get a hold of, but now you have a reason to have to breed every single monthly dragon for an entire year. So that's going to put a lot of people under quite a bit of stress, because, you know, a lot of people, they struggle to breed legendaries as it is, because, you know, they don't log in very often, but that is certainly going to be a challenge, to say the least. So that is all of the info regarding the new Zodiac dragons that are coming. I'm really happy to hear it that, you know, even to this day, they're still making some cool changes to the game. But along with that, do you remember how we talked about how certain players had special collections in their games and they have some special dragons that only they can access by actually, you know, doing the collections? Well, the image files for these dragons have been released on the DML wiki. So we have the Cave Dragon here, and we have the Begonia Dragon here as well. So I have seen some of these dragons in game. I think there's also another one called like Drake or something that isn't quite on the wiki yet. But I believe these dragons are part of this special collection that only those select few randomly assigned players with this special version of the game actually can get. So it is kind of depressing seeing them, because it's like, oh, thanks for reminding me that I can't even get these dragons. But, you know, Begonia, she's kind of pretty, although the pink kind of freaks me out. Looks like she's got a really bad suntan. And the Cave Dragon is just sort of a standard dragon. Like, a lot of the dragons in DML don't even really look like dragons, but I would say the Cave Dragon, it almost looks like a Spyro dragon. Like, this is, like, such a basic dragon, if you get what I mean, right? Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I also want to point out how absolutely spiffing the egg for the Aries Dragon looks, by the way. Like, that looks so pretty. But these new dragons, I'm not sure, do they have their... They don't have their actual dragon files up yet, but I'm sure that we'll get all of this over time. So, you know, make sure you're checking the DML wiki through. Again, you can see all of these in the images section, along with, you know, some other dragons and castle event images. But overall, I'm still more excited for the Zodiac stuff that's coming. But I would really like to see those new collections coming into the game for all players too. But, you know, with all of these new collections coming out, it does sort of sound like that new update, because, you know, they updated the collections system so that you can get different dragons for doing it rather than just gems, and now we're getting free legendaries for collecting other legendaries. So I think it is good that it's, you know, just give us dragons for completing certain in-game rewards. That's the way that I like games to do it, how if you manage to achieve X thing, you get bonus rewards for doing so, because, you know, breeding an entire year's worth of legendaries, for example, isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world, or not the most consistent thing in the world. You could argue that this is just a way for them to, you know, force people to spend more money, because, you know, instead of them just going, I miss out on this legendary, but I don't really want it anyway, instead, people are going to be like, oh my god, I need the ultimate prize. I'm going to have to spend 200 gems on resets to see if I can breed this dragon at the last minute. But I don't think it's quite like that. I see this definitely more as a, you know, reward for people that really do play the game and don't really have too much else to do. Because if I don't breed a Dragon of the Month on my PC account, I'm just like, I don't really care. I've got other dragons that I'd rather use anyway. Whereas, if we have this happening, now I'm gonna be like, I must breed the Dragon of the Month. No questions asked. There is no choice but to breed the Dragon of the Month, because if I miss out on this special ass ultra prize, I ain't gonna be a happy chappy. So I think it's definitely going to inspire me to, you know, want to log into the game more frequently, especially upon a Dragon of the Month release. So we need to breed Aries, is, you know, first things first. We absolutely must, to start off the, you know, the ongoing schedule of breeding all the legendaries. And I can only wait to see some of the other Zodiac sign dragons coming into the game, because Aries looks cool. I'm sure Taurus looks cool as well. And then what about my sign? I'm a Gemini. Is it going to be a two-headed dragon? Oh my god, are they going to make like a clan dragon version of one of them? That would be cool. I doubt they would do it in like the same style, because, you know, clan dragons are clan dragons at the end of the day. But something similar to that I would enjoy quite a lot. And oh my goodness, is there seriously not a single person here that doesn't have a fully enchanted level 100, basically? Level 98 fully enchanted, I don't like that. Level 99 4-star enchanted, that might be doable. Like, what the heck? How many times did I just have to refresh that? I'm not used to that. Normally it's just like a couple of times and then it's done. But not today. Enchantment League, don't do me dirty like this. We are seriously so close to being able to enchant Andy to his final star after all this time. So I really don't want to be cucked over like that. Like, we're probably only 1 or 2 materials away at this point. Not that it really does much for us because, you know, we finished the main map. The only really benefit we get is if we, say, want to do arena stuff. But regardless, it will be very useful for us. So, I guess we can do it now. I'm not going to. I don't have a use for it quite yet. But we are ready. We are ready, Andy! You'll be strong boy one day. Let's go and pound some asses in the Enchantment League. But anyway, guys, for now, that is all of the latest news and such. Make sure you are watching your ads to get the little scarab dragon. I only got like 13 pieces yesterday, which annoyed me. So I'm not doing it yet. But anyway, thank you. And until next time, I'll see you then.